Welcome to this week's episode of eThekwini Matters. My name is Zimbili Mazibuko, your host. Today we are joined by Nokuthula Hlophe, manager of the eThekwini Youth Development Office. As the city prepares to launch its Youth Month campaign this week, we take a closer look at the programs, initiatives, and opportunities aimed at empowering young people across eThekwini. Nokuthula is here to share insights into the exciting activities planned for the Youth Month and the ongoing work of the Youth Development Office in supporting and developing the city's youth. Nokuthula, thank you for joining us namhlanje. Welcome to eThekwini Matters.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me.
The month of June is Youth Month, and we know that your office has planned a number of activities to commemorate this important occasion. Can you just take us through some of the programs?
As you know that it's Youth Month and it's under the theme Reset at 50. National gives us the theme and then all lower structures follow. But again, this year we decided to integrate and collaborate with IGR, our Internal Governmental Relations Office. Our Youth Month launch is taking place on the 11th. And most people would ask, why the delay? Why not on the 5th? Why not on the 1st? But it had to delay because we had to make sure that we put all our efforts as department to making sure that we have a wonderful and meaningful day. So it's Africa Day, Youth Month launch, and then there will be obviously those questions. Why Africa Day when there are so many sensitive issues around it? It is very important for young people, especially high scholars, to understand the relations that we should have with other countries, especially those that we are in partnership with as the city.
Tell us about your partnership with IGR.
So the partnership is centered around the Youth Month launch, which would be taking place outside Church Walk, which is the launch of the Youth Month. We would be having exhibitors, and then the day would be focusing obviously on high schoolers, trying to teach them the understanding of the Reset at 50. When you're a Gen Z generation and you hear the Reset at 50, it means you're speaking to 50-year-olds. No, but we are looking at the 50 years since 1976 of young people and what happened. It is important for every young person to understand what happened and where are we now in terms of promoting youth development.
Your office is also running the Mayoral Youth in Business Challenge. It sounds very interesting. Just tell us about this initiative and how young entrepreneurs can benefit from participating.
This is the second time we are running the Youth in Business Challenge. It happened 2 years ago. And we had 20 young businesses that had an opportunity. We are trying to minimize or cut in the red tape that young people always raise concerns about, that when they want to apply for funding, there are always issues, documents, number of documents they need to submit. So with the Mayor's Youth in Business Challenge, it's one page. You just have to fill in one page, write in your proposal, tell us why do you think it deserves to win. Now it's competitive, obviously, and we need and require companies that have been registered for more than a year. Now, this guarantees that we are able to trace that whatever support you'll be given by the city is going towards something towards your business, because sometimes people would say they have a business, and when you trace it back, it's a business that does not exist. So this year again, we've decided to top up. The winner this year will be getting an amount of 30,000 Rand, obviously not in cash, but in services and goods that they require for their business. And then we'll have 20 total beneficiaries, the top three, and then the rest of the 20 would be getting a certain amount. But what is interesting again this year is that we are currently in talks with Ikakasi. They've shown interest in this proposal, and who knows, by the time we have the challenge on the 19th of June, it would be different, and they might get even bigger supports for this year's ones. And part of the reason we decided on that is because Ikakas is also currently running its own, and we saw a need to collaborate so that we don't do it alone.
Great stuff. I'm also told that your office is involved in this year's Comrades Marathon. How so?
It was not an easy journey. I so wish young people out there could know that just because we're in government office does not mean we don't apply.
Yes.
We sent applications, we applied. through Comrades Marathon. They must understand it's a private entity.
Yes.
We got declined a couple of times until we got approved. We wanted that as the office to say, because we have so many young people that enter Comrades Marathon, and part of us is that we have a responsibility to look after a holistic, sound well-being of a young person. That it includes academia, health. So us being part of the Comrades is a significant milestone because we'll have our own stand and we'll be cheering them on the side. And we'll also have goodies on our stand. As they'll pass by, we'll be even be giving them and sharing as well what the city of eThekwini does for young people.
Sharing is caring,
Yes.
so they say. Nokuthula, a few weeks ago, your office also participated in the Youth Employability Indaba, which was held at the Durban ICC. How was that event received?
It's such a big and it grows. It's such a big event and it grows every year. And thank you to our human capital department, eThekwini Municipal Academy, the various departments that offer their support in that program. The first day we hosted 2,500 learners. The third day was 3,000. The most important part was this one young lady that went and did an interview in Ekakas and sharing that this is what she wanted for herself. When she entered the career exhibition, she wanted to be an accountant. When she left, she decided no, that she wants to go to engineering. Now, that tells you that when we showcase the opportunities that are within the city, when the various departments showcase what they have in offer, young people are then exposed to various opportunities. Normally, we get asked the question when we do our Matric Awards
Yes.
that why are we doing Matric Awards as the city of eThekwini? But I always tell them that it starts with back to school,
Yes.
career expo, and then Matric Awards. Now, we are focusing on the development from them entering the school, while they're at school, and outside school.
Nokuthula, tell us about some of your office's successes. You've spoken about the Back to School campaign, which is always a success.
Yes, and this financial year we visited 28 schools. We had 1,050 beneficiaries. We were giving
That's a lot.
away calculators and many other goodie bags. Normally we would do uniforms, but we changed this year, as I had explained earlier on when we started with the campaign, because we felt that they needed goods that would assist with their education. That was the most outcry. But beyond that, we had our student relief, which is the registration fee that we pay out. This year we paid 1,085 learners. Now, someone would say, why does the number seem to be low this year? What the universities did this year was that they combined the registration fee and an initiation fee. So this means when we normally pay the 4,000 Rand for registration, we now had to pay around 40,000 Rand per learner because of the registration and the initiation fee. So this would tell you that student relief this year did not only cover registration, but it also paid for that first, second semester's tuition fee. So that what we were able to do. But beyond that, we continue to assist youth-owned initiatives that have been coming to the office, young people writing requests. That led to an advert that we also have when we were calling young people that have NGOs, NPOs that are registered, that are full compliant, that are owned by young people. It's currently closing on the 19th. And part of the reason we're doing that is because we want to have a stakeholder engagement so that when they come to the office and require support, we are able to track them and trace if they are doing those initiatives correctly in their societies.
As we conclude, Nokuthula, what message do you have for the youth of eThekwini?
So this year's theme is saying reset at 50. When we first came across the theme, I thought of an old person myself. But when I looked deep into the theme, I realized that there are so many achievements that the country has had, but we need to go back, reset, relive, and look at what we want as young people and challenge ourselves and focus on that pathway.
Thank you very much for coming through
Thank
to our podcast. That was Nokuthula Hlophe, who is the manager of the eThekwini Youth Development Office. From myself, Zimbili Mazibuko, and the rest of the team, it is a good night. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, but mostly don't forget to subscribe.